Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Men Overboard, we would like to begin this evening's performance with a list of things that you definitely will not be seeing tonight.
Rabbits dancing in spandex, ostriches playing kazoos,
Pieces of cheese being strapped to our knees,
and oysters in sensible shoes. 85 nuns doing cartwheels, 26 Boy Scouts in drag,
32 bees from the Florida Keys,
and a chicken saluting the flag.
Oh, these are things you will not see upon the stage tonight. We want to treat you right.
Right?
There's some more.
Premature babies with pimples, walruses chewing on glass,
A tacky striptease by Dom DeLuise and
Geraldo Rivera with gas. Indians talking to grapefruit, stuttering weasels in chains,
a handful of fleas on a dead Pekingese and a president using his brains. Oh, these are things you will not see. We fear we must confess the stage would be a mess.
A mess?
Yes! More!
Garbage men kissing gorillas, a Volkswagen tied to a chair,
Some sycamore trees on the flying trapeze and Madonna with natural hair.
Gorbachev watching the Flintstones, debutantes rolling in eggs,
A plate full of peas suppressing a sneeze
and Sharon Stone crossing her legs.
Oh, these are things we can produce, and even if we could, it wouldn't be so good.
Good? Good!
Wait, there's some more.
Cockroaches eating a Buick, dinosaurs flying a kite.
As we welcome you, we have mentioned a few
Of things you won't see,
definitely things you won't see here.
things that won't be here,
Things you won't see here tonight. On with the show.
No rain today.
Of course, there's no rain. It never rains here.
Gotta have hope.
Hope? What hope? Last time it rained here, God was still in diapers. You know something? You are the dullest, most boringest stick in the mud I ever met in my life.
Am not.
I too. And that's another thing. Am not. I don't think I ever heard you say more than 2 words one time.
Have to.
And when you do say something, it don't mean nothing. No rain today.
Ain't lying.
I know you ain't lying. Jeb here knows you ain't lying. People for 1,000 miles around know you ain't lying. But there's no water coming out of the sky. Don't mean you gotta talk about it.
Why not?
Because it ain't interesting. It don't mean nothing.
Means it ain't raining.
I know it means it ain't raining. Why don't you talk about something interesting for a change?
Ain't nothing interesting's happened. Not since Fred Brill sat on that anthill at Zeke and Ethel's barn raising.
Unpanched himself in mixed company. Laughed so hard I nearly lost my water.
That was a good time.
You know, if they put your brains in a gnat's butt, it would look like BBs in a boxcar. Why don't you expand yourself? Why don't you learn something?
Don't need to know any more than I know now.
You see? You see? Your mind's closed up like a bull's ass in fly season. How you gonna better yourself?
Pretty good as I am.
Yeah, pretty good pain in the butt is what you were.
You sure are full of piss and vinegar today.
Oh, don't mind him, Jeb. He's just upset 'cause he couldn't get on up to West Spurger.
And why would I want to go to West Spurger?
Ah, here you got a fancy on the widow Jackson.
Who told you that?
Clem Dewberry?
Clem Dewberry. Can't understand a word he says. Always got a wad of chewing tobacco in his mouth the size of Wisconsin.
Told me between spits. Helen Appleton said she seen you too last week when she's up there to get her goiter medicine. She don't even chew tobacco.
Least not that often. Helen Appleton is nothing but a gossip monger.
Oh, you just mad at Helen because she told everybody about when old Charlie accused you of stealing one of his chickens. You got so mad you grabbed Jeb's 12 gauge and shot your own big toe off. I always said you can't afford that temper of yours.
A man's got to be careful. You only got so many big toes.
I do not have a fancy on the widow Jackson.
Well, then you must hate her something fierce the way you squeezed them on her titties like your milk.
When did you see me do that?
When? Why? How many times you done it?
I ain't never done it.
Jeb and I seen you.
Disgusting display. Titties a flipping and a flopping every which way.
When?
Last Saturday night at the round dance. I seen you two getting all moo-eyed over by the soybeans. Followed you out back where you got all slobber-faced behind the manure spreader.
We was just talking.
Must have been hard for her to talk with your tongue so far down her throat you can't hear her coming in and doing outing.
For your information, she had something in her eye and I was helping her to get it out.
You were sucking face so hard you nearly swapped dentures.
Don't rightly think I ever heard a sound quite like that.
I no longer wish to be part of this conversation.
Why? Ain't it interesting?
I will thank you to change the subject.
No rain today. Yeah, I'd like Whopper with cheese, large fry, and medium Coke, please. That was Whopper with cheese, a large fry, and a medium Coke.
Fool.
cheese, large fry, and a medium Coke.
This is the way it happened, see? I was on the golf course with my usual Wednesday morning foursome, and I was having a bad day. I was stinking up the course. I couldn't do anything right, and I'm teeing off on the 5th hole, and everything is just going wrong. And I'm just about to tee off, this little frog jumps up to the tee, and he says, "Edie, use a 9-iron. I said, I can't use a 9-iron here, this is 350 yards. The frog says, "Edie, trust me." I didn't have anything to lose, so I went over my golf bag and I started getting out a 9-iron. Well, the guys see this, and usually we play for 25 cents a stroke to the winner. Well, they say, "Hey, let's make it $5 a stroke." I said, "Nah, that's a little too rich for my blood," but the frog says, "Needy, take the bet." He never lied to me before, so I took the bet. So I get up there with this 9-iron and I tee off, and I hit this ball like I have never hit a golf ball before. It just soared, landed on the green, did a backspin, and went right in the cup. And all the rest of the day, this frog is following me around the golf course, giving me advice, and I'm killing these guys, and they can't believe it, and they're screwing up. Well, to make a long story short, I took these guys for over $750. So I'm over there counting my winnings, heading for my car, and I see this little frog sitting there with these big, lonely eyes, and I get this idea. I'll make the frog a pet. So I grab him and I'm going to take him home. I put him in the car, I put the seatbelt on him, I drive him home. We go out and catch a few flies and have some lunch, play a couple little jumping games, you know, and things are going really good. And I figure I'll put a little water in the bathtub. That'll be a nice, comfortable place for him to sleep. He'll like it there. And I go to put him in the tub and he says, "Edie, I'd rather sleep with you." Well, I'm not into reptiles or anything, but it was a lot of money, you know, so I took the frog to bed with me. I put him on the pillow next to me and I tucked him in. Just as my head hit the pillow, he says, "Needy, what, no good night kiss?" Well, you know, it was 7 minutes. I kissed the frog, all right? Suddenly there was this bright, blinding light and smoke and sparks, and the frog was transformed into a gorgeous, naked 15-year-old girl. And I swear to God, Your Honor, that's just the way it happened.
Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Father Timothy. We here at Our Lady of Incongruent Angles have a problem. You see, the Catholic Church has been declining in popularity over the past several years. Some say it's because we're not keeping in step with these changing times. Others say it's because we're not reaching the youth of America. Well, I'm here to change all that. And I have been authorized by the Pope himself to give you this message. Now we here at the Guy on the Scene are asking you to listen, please. You know to stay with us. Your soul is safer, and as a bonus, get a little white wafer. Just suck on up, we stick it on your tongue. Sip a little wine, and we all have fun. We got the man, his son, and some Holy Ghost. We got the man, his son, and some Holy Ghost. Don't worry about the time you spend in holy session, cause now we got express confession. Just drive on in, confess your sin. In 5 minutes you're out, start over again. Cause your soul's dissolved, no ifs, ands, or maybe you'll cry like a Creole with the skin of the Hades. We got the man, his son, and some Holy Ghost. Got the man, his son, and some Holy Ghost. Now speaking of sinning, now won't you listen to me? We took the 10 commandments and we cut them to 3. You can kill or steal or blaspheme the deity, but now it's okay to commit adultery. We got the the man, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Now we know you don't like no rule or regulation, but now you don't need it for eternal salvation. Eat meat on Friday and what's really swell, we won't throw your soul into the fires of hell. We got the man, the Son, and some Holy Ghost. We got the man, the Son, and some Holy Ghost. Now if it's a sermon and a lecture that you're hitting by a video game where you go away Satan, you may join the seminary if you wanna, cause all the nuns are now dressed like Madonna. Got the man, the Son, and some Holy Ghost. We got the man, the Son, and some Holy Ghost. Yeah, we're really hip and we're really groovy. All the hymns have been written by Bonobi. It's that time for me too. It's for me and it's for you. There's no discrimination. Never Jesus was a Jew. So come on down. You know you never need a map. Now we're driving to the Vatican rap. Got the man, the Son, and some Holy Ghost. We got the man, the Son, and some Holy Ghost. We got the man, the Son, and some Holy Ghost. Word.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone I knew.
Go, Pat.
We have a mic a second? Thank you.
You know, we're losing a mic.
Where's Mike?
I don't know. Battery. Oh, I've got something. There's some TV station around here or something. Are we close to a TV station here?
Not really.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of VHF signal.
One right down the street.
45. Green.
Spanish station right down the street.
Getting all kinds of signal or something.
One right down the street.
Transmitter or something? Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Spanish.
We hadn't done that Vatican thing, that's what never
That was like the first topic you everything. Oh. I grew up in these before.
Is that the one with the little plate? So everything's turned off, the Jimmy Ray.
Oh, I've everything off. Oh, okay.
So, where are y'all from? Yeah, no, Long Summit. No, the guy on the block was from. We're in a straight place, but it's gotta be tight, you haven't read it? We're laughing, it's comic. Ready to go there?
Test, 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 test.
What's next?
Test, Jamaican.
We're gonna do it now. Yes, I'm gonna walk out.
Okay. Okay, man.
Okay, Don.
Everything cool.
Wait. Hold on. We find the thing. Okay.
be a great big cow.
Great big cow.
The sun was hot and the throat was dry, and I wanted some milk right now.
Right now.
I pulled on the udder and the cow she started to shudder and things started looking dim.
Looking dim.
I opened up my eyes and I realized this cow, she is a him.
Oh man.
If you got scared, don't curse or swear, cause it's no problem, man. Worry's not strong, it don't last long, cause it's no problem, man. When I take some scissors and cuts your suspenders and your mom's going to the sand.
To the sand.
Smoke some Mary Jane, it'll keep you sane, and it's no problem, man. That's my story, I'm stuck with it, man.
Sounds like a
Oh,
But
yeah.
listen here, man.
I'm listening.
I met a woman in the marketplace. Her face was full of paint.
Full of paint.
I take her home and I realize that this woman, she is no saint.
She's a slut.
We have some fun and when we are done, she said, now it's time to pay.
Time to pay.
And pay I did because this kid, she had me scratching the whole next day.
Oh my, if you got scared, don't curse or swear, cause it's no problem, man. Worry's not strong, it don't last long, cause it's no problem, man.
When I takes and squeezes and pulls out your noses and the tears they start to run.
Start to run.
Smoke a little J, it'll be okay, cause
It's no problem, man. Oh man.
That must have bugged you, man.
Yeah, I started from scratch now.
oh man.
Anyway, listen to this.
I'm all ear.
I just got back from a sailing trip. I've been gone a long, long while.
Long while.
I visit my wife in the hospital. She just had a brand new child.
Brand new child.
The baby is fine. I think it's mine, but then I think it out again.
Out again.
A baby take 9 months to come out, and I've been gone for 10.
If you got scared, don't curse or swear, cause it's no problem, man. Worry's not strong, it don't last long, cause it's no problem, man.
When life constipates you and your stomach really hates you and you can't find any brand, smoke a little weed, that's all you need, cause
It's no problem, man.
Smoke a little spleef, it spells relief, cause
It's no problem, man. Smoke a little grass, it'll keep your ass, and it's no problem, man. Smoke a little ganja, and love is all around you, and it's no problem, man.
oh, no problem, And welcome back to the wheel of Let's Make Our Prices Right deal of the Century Pyramid Square! I'm your host, Johnny Flywood. Marvin Flugelman has answered 97 questions correctly.
97.
And is just 3 questions away from the biggest prize in all of game show history, $100 million! Yeah! How do you feel, Marvin? That's wonderful. And now it's time for those 3 final questions to get $100 million. Are you ready?
Yes.
The first question for $100 million. What is the Eskimo word for eating blubber?
It's right!
Just 2 questions more for $100 million. What cosmetic change does Michael Jackson like the most?
Who knows?
New nose is right! It's a historic moment, fans. The last question now. Marvin, for $100 million. Who were the first man and woman on Earth?
Adam and Eve.
That's right! Of course, the $100,000 100th question is always a multi-part question. Are you ready for part 2 of the 100th question, Marvin? And here it is. True or false? True or false? If Adam and Eve were the first man and woman on earth, then all people on earth are their descendants. True or false?
True.
That's right! Yes! I win! Just one more part to this question, Marvin. Just one more part to this question. One more part for 100 million points. The final portion of question 100.
Last one.
Last one. Final one.
That's it.
For $100 million. The biggest prize in all of game show history. Once again, true or false, Marvin? True or false? If all people on earth are Adam and Eve's descendants, then all people on earth, even you and I, Marvin, are related. True or false?
True.
That's right! I win! $100 million! I'm sorry, Marvin, I'm sorry. Employees and relatives of employees of this station are ineligible to win prizes.
If you love America's Funniest Home Videos, and you laughed at America's Funniest People, you're going to love America's Cruelest Home Videos!
Just put down the video camera and give me the toilet paper. Give me the paper. Give that to me. Give that
We're the manly ballerinas of the prairie. We're rough and tough, although we dress like fairies.
We subdued 1,000 foes.
You might say we're on our toes. We're the manly ballerinas of the prairie. We'll stop, we'll fight, while standing stationary. We can't do that cause guns we never carry. We just kick and when we're done, you look like a dying swan. We're the manly ballerinas of the prairie. From a tie-I-O,
We cut.
Yeah.
I'm dying. That last change took it all out of me.
Okay.
Pretend we haven't come out.
You're still in the closet?
We have to do it again? Coffee and cake will be out in the lobby. Oh, there is one?
Outlaws, rustlers, congressmen, banditos, Joey Buttafuoco, bad men everywhere. Isn't there a lawman or someone who can help us?
Oh,
We're the manly ballerinas of the prairie. We're rough and tough, although we dress like fairies.
We subdued 1,000 foes.
You might say we're on our toes.
We're the manly ballerinas of the prairie. Most outlaws fight while standing stationary. We can't do that 'cause guns we never carry. We just kick it when we're done. You'll look like a dying swan. We're the manly ballerinas of the prairie. Come a tie-I-O-U. We are never at the local saloon. Come a tie-I-O-E-A. But we hang around the practice bar all day. So don't you look at us and be contrary. Although 2 men and 2 Jews can be scary, if you laugh at us, you'll see
What nutcrackers we can be.
we're the manly ballerinas of the prairie. Come a tie-I-O-E-O. We dance where the buffalo roam. Come a tie-I-O-E-A. Where the deer and the antelope play. So if trouble comes your way, you mustn't tarry. There are times when extra help is necessary. We're a combination of John Wayne and Baryshnikov. We're the manly ballerinas. We're completely homogeneous. We're the manly ballerinas of the prairie.
On with the show.
On with the show. Okay, then bio music, something.
I'll keep Dodge to man again.
And then okay, about. And you'll have to say something at the end there, Nick.
Yeah.